Hey folks, what's your welcome back to another Poem Masters video. So, today we're going to do a video, since I still don't have an HDMI cable. I mean, I could still, like, record battles on my phone, but there really isn't much to do, right? And this is a highly requested video from the Discord. I didn't really want to do it because I don't want to, like, cause any, like, drama or whatever, so, like, please, if you guys disagree with that, it's fine, but don't start any drama for me, okay? I don't want to start any drama. So what we're gonna do today is go over the GamePress. They actually do have a tier list. I've seen it before, but they do update it, like, from time to time. I haven't seen, their newest update or whatever. So we'll see what it is. And again, it's fine if we disagree on stuff like this. Everyone, these stuff. Most of this stuff is mostly subjective. If we disagree, it's fine. Again, I don't want any drama. I'm just please, okay, folks. They can have their they can have their tier list. It's fine. Maybe there's explanations for why they do things. I have my explanations for why I do things, right? You go over my videos. I go over them pretty extensively, right? My reasonings. So anyways, GamePress's tier list. Let's see how it is then. So, let's see. Community tier list, co-op tier list. I don't know. Let's just go over the thing, right? Okay. All right, so let's start with support. Let's see how it is. Support tier 1. Sunsu Mega Blastoise, that's fine. Swanna, Meganium, Alakazam, Rotom. I mean, most of this is fine. I don't really mind any of, like, these, right? Actually, no, I don't think Singsu Elise is that good. I love Elise. I'm a huge Elisa fan, right? She's probably in top 5 of my favorite characters. I don't think Singsu Elisa and Rotom is that good anymore. It's still good. It's not anything bad, but, like, I definitely don't think it's on the same level as, say, Sabrina or Skyla or Singsu Blue, right? Lara Meganium, maybe. Because, again, the Solar Rise is just incredibly powerful, right? But, like, everything else, Sabrina just does better, I guess. I guess Lara also, like, buffs, like, physical attack a bit, right? But yeah, I don't have too much issues with this first tier, except for, again, Rotom, which I don't think I think Rotom should be at least 1 tier lower, right? If not, maybe even 2. But anyways, moving on. Support tier 2. Glalie, I don't agree. I don't think Glalie. What is Salamence doing? What? Why is Salamence in the same tier as Torterra and Steelix? I mean, Salamence isn't terrible, like, for support, right? You buff both defenses, which not too many sync pairs do, right? Buff both defenses, give you some gauge, but it's definitely not as great as Salamence or Steelix, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, what about that Salamence over there? I think it should probably be, like, at least 1 or 2 tiers lower. Now that I'm looking at, like, the second tier and how they organize it, I don't think Rotom should be, like, 2 tiers lower than. I think Rotom in this tier should be fine. Clefairy is fine, no issues with that. Steelix, Torterra is fine. Starmie is fine. Maybe I could see an argument bumping Starmie up 1, but I mean, I personally don't think. I think Starmie is fine here. I disagree with Glalie. I don't think Glalie's that good. Glalie is very situational, right? Like, Glalie only gets, like, incredibly busted. Well, I wouldn't even say it's, like, busted. It gets incredibly good in, like, a Hail team. Outside of Hail, you could still use it. It's just not as valuable. It's just like a mini Singsuit Leaf, sorta, with, like, redirection. Anyways, Dusknoir, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna be, like, too picky. Rosa Superior depends, like, if they're, like, it depends on their metric, right? I mean, if no one else is getting, like, a 6-star, like, counting 6-star EX, and they count 6-star EX for Rosa, she does have a free 6-star EX, right? Then sure. But, like, if, we're all evaluating everyone on this, like, same field, Rosa Superior is nowhere as good as any of the other ones in here. Well, I mean, all Salamence, but, most of these in here, right? Yeah, I definitely do think Glalie superior, and definitely Salmon should be bumped lower. Moving on to their third tier. Oh no, what? Comfy in tier 3? I forgot about Comfy. No, Comfy in tier 3? Oh, okay. All right, folks. I know a lot of you think like, oh, what's the big deal with Comfy? Comfy is an incredible tank. She got regen. She got or team regen, right? She got team AoE potion. She has very good defense, very good HP, right? She has master healer on Draining Kiss. Yeah, I definitely disagree with this one. And again, it's fine, we disagree, but like, damn, tier 3? This might be a bit too much, folks. Alright. Delibird, it's fine if it's here, I guess. Leaf and Eevee, I don't have too much issues with it being here. Torchic, same. Although if we are like moving like Glalie, Salamence, even like Dusknoir, Rosa, Superior down, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I don't have too much issues with it except for Comfy. I definitely do think Comfy is up here with these guys, or at least in this tier. All right, moving on. Sport tier 4. Hilbert, Samurott, Probopass, Cherin. I don't think Cherin's that good. Probopass and Hilbert are actually pretty similar in my opinion. Hilbert does buff more, right? Hilbert does max out your physical attack, so I do find that a lot more valuable. Probopass does give you some extra defenses, but I don't know. I find Hilbert a bit more valuable just because, like, if you bring Hilbert, you really don't need like anything else to max out your attack. But like, if you are just running some like physical striker that already has like X attack or at least +2 attack, then I guess, or attack / special attack, then I guess the difference between like Hilbert and Probopass really isn't that large. So yeah, these two could be in the same tier. Cherin gets like, I mean, I don't have a huge issue with Cherin being here either. It's just Cherin gets like outclassed a lot. Last tier, Marley, I don't know, man. Medicham still gives you like crit, which is pretty rare in the game. Cherin Blissey, the buffs are good. Marley Arcanine is definitely not that great though. I could see that. Anyways, overall, not too many issues with the sport tier list, honestly. Like, I do think things in Rotom should probably get dropped. These probably get dropped a bit. This is, for me personally, in my opinion, this is a federal crime to put Coffee in the same tier as like Eevee or like Torchic or Delibird. But oh, it's okay. It's okay. They have their I can't be. I'm trying not to get too worked up over the stuff. Anyways, moving on. All right, physical striker tier list. Oh my god, I'm seeing tier 1 and I'm already no. Oh my goodness. All right, Steven Metagross, no problem at all. Steven Metagross, completely fine, right? Garchomp, no problem. Alolan Sandslash, no problem. What is Guzma doing there? Fun fact, do you know that Guzma, whoops, as I hit my mic, do you know that Guzma barely does more damage than Nate? Like, the damage difference between Guzma, the TDO between Guzma and Nate is not that different. Guzma does a bit more than Nate. Just a bit more. And I don't think doing a bit more than Nate really deserves a spot alongside Metagross, Garchomp, and Ice Steven. I really don't. I definitely do think Nate and Guzma are definitely around the same tier. Again, I do think Guzma is better than Nate, but not that much better. Because if you do the damage calculations, Guzma barely outdamages Nate on the 4-turn basis, right? 3 moves plus sync move. Whew. I mean, it's not a main striker. It's a you generally use it as a on a dual striker team, which again, I don't have a problem. I think he's fine. I don't think he's like terrible. I just don't think he's not on the same. I just don't think he's on the same level as Metagross, Garchomp, and Sandslash, man. Anyways, moving on. Tier 2. Lycanroc, fine. Gallade, physical, okay. Haxorus, I don't know. Haxorus' damage is just not that. What is Mega Pinsir doing in here with Zacian? Like, Mega Sharpedo, Mightyena, Zebstrika. What is Mega Pinsir doing here? What the hell? Dude, do you guys know... Alright, I know a lot of people hype up Mega Pinsir, but do you guys know what that Fury Cutter actually caps? I think it's like only like... You can only use it like 6 or 7, like, or it caps. It's not like unlimited damage or whatever, right? Fury Cutter caps. It does not have a sync grid. Its moves are generally pretty bad. It takes a while to get going, right? It takes a while to get going, and its damage isn't even that good. Alright. I do not know why Noland is in here. Lucario, I disagree. I don't think Lucario's that great. Lucario's damage is... I mean, if it's like physical, if it's strictly physical, if we're like saying, okay, Wally, you're not allowed to use Focus Blast, which obviously Focus Blast is much, much better than Close Combat, then okay, but I like, if you're just doing like Close Combat Wally, then I'd probably just move them both down one, right? And again, Iris Haxorus is just damage is just like nowhere like near any of the, I mean, aside of the ones that we talked about, right? Bren Sceptile, if we're like strictly talking about like physical striker, Bullet Seed Sceptile is terrible. I think they are. I don't know how they categorize this. Do they, is it just like categorized on like their sync move or like their complete kit, right? I don't even know. Like, if they're kind of like Leaf Storm Sceptile, then, 100% fine here, right? Everything else seems fine. I mean, Jigglypuff is fine. Zacian's fine. The only issues here is just, again, Mega Lucario a bit, Iris Haxorus, and this is a federal crime as well. What the heck? What is this thing doing up here? Maybe Lionel Striker Tier 3? What? Okay. I know Fraligator, not the best sync pair, right? Definitely not the best striker. Fraligator is miles better than Machamp and Scolipede. Alright, Fraligator's Mega Kick is incredibly powerful in terms of BP wise. Very, very high BP. Fraligator has Haymaker. Fraligator is also water type, so you get to use it in rain. Also has endurance, which is actually really, really good. And you have a guaranteed crit on your Sync Nuke. This is definitely not on the same tier as like Bruno, Machamp, and like Roxy and Scolipede, man. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, again, this is theirs. It's fine, whatever. I mean, maybe this one's not that fine, the Pinsir. But, like, in my opinion, maybe just calm down a bit with the tier 2. Move, like, Haxorus down, Lucario down. And then just put, like, those 3 with, like, Chris in that tier. And then move those 2 down and then put Mega Pinsir with them, right? And, like, tier 4. And then they'll have, like, tier 5. They'll just push all the other tiers back one, right? What is Morty and Drifblim doing in tier 4? What is Morty and Drifblim doing with slacking? Okay. What the heck? Alright. Morty and Drifblim. Obviously. Very, very problematic. Very problematic 2-turn move, right? It's very, very hard. It has a really powerful Sync Nuke. If you just build like Shadow Ball, Sync Nuke, Morty, alright, if Shadow Ball, Sync Nuke, Morty is easily better than any of these down here. All right, again, they can have their opinion about this, but holy, do I disagree. All right, slacking is definitely not as like slacking is like straight up like the worst strike in the game. I definitely do think Tyranitar and Mudstill and even Toucannon are much better, right? Toucannon's not that great, but like, okay, at least Tyranitar and Mudstill, I do think they probably should be moved up, and then Slacking probably moved down, right? Rampardos also moved down, honestly. Like, it hits hard, but, like, it also dies very, very fast. This thing dies incredibly fast. Okay, overall, I mean, aside from, like, some real... Oh, Golisopod I'd probably move down here as well. Where's Nate, by the way? Where the heck's Nate? Did they not put Nate in here? Anyways, yeah, I'd probably, move Golisopod down here as well. But, yeah, overall, I mean... Not the worst. I don't know. Some of them are pretty, I don't know. Pinsir, man. The Pinsir. The Golisopod. Anyways, moving on. Special Striker. Huh? Okay. I love Pheromosa. Pheromosa is very, very powerful. Incredibly powerful. Pheromosa, in my opinion, quite underrated. Pheromosa is not as good as Singsu Red. I'm sorry. I love Pheromosa. It's really good. It's not as good as Singzu Red. It's just not as good as Singzu Red. All right. Singzu Red is like on the tiers of like Metagross, Garchomp, and like Sandslash. Pheromosa is more so on the tiers of like Komodo and what the heck is Mewtwo doing here? Anyways, okay. What? Oh, this is so weird. I just look. Tier 2 is so weird. But yeah, I'd probably move Pheromosa down one. I mean, it's not as bad as like Kalisapod being here, or it's not as bad as like Pinsir being here, but it's still not that great. I don't think it's as good as Singzu Red. I'd move it down. Yeah. I mean, if anything, if you want to put something in this tier as well, I mean, Alder Volcarona is very, very good, right? But yeah, this tier's like, wait, what is Solgaleo doing here? Solgaleo's so bad. What's Solgaleo doing here? Anyways, let's see. Volcarona fine. Komodo's fine. Mewtwo is definitely not fine. Its damage is really low. Yeah, it doesn't have a grid either. Its passives are bad. What is this doing there? Cyrus and Palkia, really, really good. Gonna be even much better with the 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20. It is not on the same level as Alder Volcarona or Blue and Mega Pidgeot, Mega Houndoom. Komodo? Come on. It's really good. Cyrus and Palkia is incredibly good. It is not as good as Mega Pidgeot or Volcarona or Pheromosa, although they did put Pheromosa one tier higher. Alright. Infernape's not that good. Infernape is not that good. Infernape's just not that good. It's fine. It's solid. It's not as good as Volcarona, right? Solgaleo, again, like, yeah, I mean, Solgaleo is not even as good as Mewtwo, honestly, right? And Mewtwo's not that great. I mean, Mewtwo's fine for, like, for what it is. It's just definitely not on the same tier as, like, freaking Komodo or Volcarona. Like, yeah, no. What are we doing? Like, Burgleavani, in my opinion, is incredibly underrated. Alright, incredibly underrated striker. I don't think it's as good as Volcarona. It's not as good as Volcarona. Alright? Okay. Dragonite's fine there. I mean, in my opinion, okay, Dragonite, you know what? I'll give Dragonite a break today. Dragonite hits hard. Also, why is it in Special Striker? Shouldn't it be in Physical because its Sync Move is Physical? I don't even know how they categorize these. And if that's the case, then why is Sceptile in Physical? I don't even know. Anyways, Pikachu. Alright, Pikachu, okay, here's the thing. I don't blame them for putting Pikachu here, because Pikachu is kind of hard to rank, because Pikachu does have, like, several different roles, right? It could definitely hit decently hard for what it is, right? I mean, it's not anything crazy, right? It's definitely not on, like, any of the other strikers levels over here, unless you go, like, Power Reserve 14, which is terrible. But it does serve as, like, a really, really great healer in terms of potions, except, like, right now, Pikachu gets, like, outclassed by, like, so many other healers, right? Especially Skyla, that's, like, a big one, right? Which everyone has as well, so I don't know about Pikachu. I'd probably move Pikachu down one. Claire and Kingdra, yeah, I'd move Claire and Kingdra down two. I mean, yeah, I'd put, like, Leavanny and Kingdra in the same tier. I'd probably put Infernape one tier lower as well. Caitlyn Uniclus. It's a really good tank. It does okay-ish damage. It is not on the tier of, like, yeah, this tier's just, like, way too wide. This tier's way too wide. Like, I do not believe Volcarona is on the same tier as, like, Volcarona's incredibly good, right? I don't think Volcarona's on the same tier as, like, Pikachu, Reuniclus, Palkia, Mewtwo, and I love Mewtwo. It's my favorite legendary Pokemon. I love Mewtwo. It is not as good as Volcarona, alright? Solgaleo, like, Infernape, like, way too wide of a tier, alright? Anyways, moving on to tier 3. What? Okay, so they actually ranked Infernape higher than Typhlosion. Oh my god. Oh. Dude, Typhlosion's Eruption, it's incredibly hard. Okay. Infernape's Fire Blast, not so much in comparison. Right? Okay, so they put Solgaleo, Palkia, and Mewtwo in the same tier, but they put Ho one tier lower, when Ho is probably, like, one of the, like, utility wise, probably one of the like most useful legendary sync pairs because it has like Sun. So if you don't have like Lyra, you could just use Ho instead. Obviously, Ho does have its downfalls, which is really bad defense, right? But like outside of that, Ho is really really good. Although you could like we could definitely fix that defense once it gets 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20. I don't have an issue. I definitely do not want to like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting Ho in the same tier as Volcarona. I'm just saying they put like Solgaleo over Ho. Right. Xander Quasar, I think this should be lower. Barry and Empoleon. Oh my god. Barry and Empoleon. Okay. I personally think Barry and Empoleon is overrated. But this is extremely underrating. Barry and Empoleon, like, it is not as bad as like Roserade, Rayquaza, or whatever, right? Oh, come on. Miss Magus. It's fine here, I guess. Yeah, Miss Magus is fine here. Roserade I'd put lower. Like, Roserade used to be much, much better, but like Lucky Skills really screwed Roserade over a lot. And now that like Sceptile has like a Synchrid, like Roserade just falls even more behind. Salzal's fine here, I guess. I'd probably move Salzal one tier lower, but then I'd move like a lot of these lower as well, so it wouldn't even make sense, honestly. Raichu, okay, whatever. Price, Arbok and Chandelure. Arbok and Chandelure. I don't know. I'd probably just I'd move Arbok like one tier lower, and I like group Chandelure with like Roserade probably. Maybe something like that. I mean, or if you want to, if you want to put them in the same tier, it's fine. If you don't want like too many tiers, anyways. Moving on to, oh my goodness, what is this? Why is Torkoal? And I love Torkoal. I love Torkoal. I was one of the original supporters of Torkoal, right? Torkoal propaganda. As soon as Torkoal Synchrid came out, right? Why is Torkoal on the same tier as Mega Venusaur and Delphox? Why is Torkoal on the same tier as Mega Venusaur and Delphox? Again, tech tier lists, they're kind of hard to rank. They all do, like, different things. But, like, come on. What the heck? What is this? I mean, I personally would just, like, put these two in this tier and then, like, have a separate tier and, like, put the other ones lower. But, like, it seems like they don't really like having, like, more tiers, I guess, to, like, make it more detailed. But yeah, Acerola, I mean, I would be fine, like, just having these two over here and, like, move everyone else down one and, like, Torkoal down two. But, okay, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Alright, second tier. What? Wait. Huh? Yeah, and they just make their tiers a bit too wide, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love Floatzel, I love Crash Awake. You guys know me, right? I'm yeah. like Torkoal, I was the person who started all the Crash Awake propaganda. Crash Awake is not as good as Milotic, okay? It's not as good as Octillery. It's not as good as Togekiss. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. Tier 3. What? Wait. Okay, why is Heliolisk? What? Why is Heliolisk in the same tier as, like, Gramble? Or, like, Hariyama? Or Bronzong? I mean, don't get me wrong, they all have their uses, but, like, Helios is so much better. You know what? I'm moving on. Last tier. Okay, I'm generally fine with us, except for, like, Electrode, I disagree. Electrode actually got much, much better now that Volcarona's thing. I'd probably move Electrode up one, but I mean, not a big deal, I guess. Aurorus, I'd probably move up one as well. The thing with Aurorus is just, like, gauge, like, it's just team comp, right? I mean, AoE flinch is really, really good. It's just that it's, like, way too slow to really execute it, like, on like, any, like, relevant team comp. But anyways, let's move with this one, I guess. Again, don't start me any drama. Shout outs to, the folks who made this. Again, I appreciate them putting this out there. I mean, hey, I do these. I know it's tough, right? It's, I respect the courage to do stuff like this publicly online, because people, I mean, sometimes it could get discouraging with the comments that you get sometimes. Um, so yeah, props for them, to put this out. I have to say I disagree greatly with a lot of these picks. But hey, it's all fine. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world, right? It's just a game. Okay. So, anyways, again, thank you guys for watching. I guess hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, to keep in mind, don't go like harass them or do weird stuff or like spam them. They're like, oh, boo, you suck or whatever. I mean, if you have any opinions, they are open, to any opinions. You could let them know or whatever, right? Just like you can let me know about whatever my stupid opinions are. Slash incredibly correct and obviously no falsehood opinions. But yeah, this was something, I guess. It was fun. It was fun again. Thank you guys. Don't be weird, and I'll see you guys in the next one.